Another quarter has passed, and I'm here again with Carsten Drachmann, the CEO of ASTG, soon to be KebNi, and we'll get back to that very soon. But let's start with the numbers. 18.8 million in revenue and a positive EBITDA for this quarter, and that means it's a positive EBITDA for the first 6 months this year. But it's burdened by a few additional costs. Can you walk me through the numbers? What's happened?
Absolutely. Yeah, so first of all, 18.8 million SEK of revenue, that's very good. I'm very happy with that. It's a record high, but even more importantly, it's built out of 3 of our business units. So it's maritime, it's our inertial sensing, and it's also our new acquisition, Submission. So it's quite important. It's showing our diversification strategy works. We have more legs to stand on. EBITDA was positive again. That's good. We're trying to keep that trend going. And this was with 900,000, which is actually also the highest EBITDA so far. So quite happy about that. In terms of cost, I think you're referring to what's below the EBITDA line. So there are a couple of things. There's a depreciation. It sums up to about 1.8 million per quarter now. And this is related to depreciating what we have been investing in over the last 5-6 years. We did make a change since last year of reducing it from 10 years to 5 years of depreciation. But this is normal, and this will be there for some time. We have some one-off cost. The listing towards First North is costing money. We've changed our name and a couple of other things, which are one-offs. So they're not coming back. They're here this quarter, then they should disappear.
Thank you for that. Let's continue with, if you would to highlight a few significant events of Q2. What do you want to bring up?
Yeah, I have 3 things that are very important for us. First of all, we have completed our communication on the move acquisition. You and I talked about it back in January, I think it was.
Or?
Yes, from Rapportkommentar, exactly. And we have finished that. When we talked, it was an LOI, but we have finished it. We now own the technology, and we are very busy optimizing it and promoting it to the market. So that's number 1. Number 2, Submission, acquisition of Submission. Very important move for us. We closed that deal on May 12th, and Submission has already proven a good idea. It has generated orders for us from the beginning, and it's impacting our result for Q2.
That's very fast. Do you expect the synergies to continue?
Yeah, the synergies for sure will continue. We're looking at how we can use technology, and even more, what we see short term is cross-selling, so-called cross-selling between the business units. So when Submission has customers, their customers are actually coming to us now and saying, what about the maritime platform? What about our comms on the move? So synergies are good. And last, but perhaps the most important for us, South Dynamics, a frame contract to develop our component for their so-called enlarged system. This is really, really important for us. I just cannot emphasize how important it is. As a CEO, I really feel that we now know that we can look forward to recurring revenue. Yes, there's a 2 years development horizon that we go through, but nevertheless, this is something that's coming. So while we are putting together all the building blocks to build a much bigger and stronger company, this is already in the making. So really good for us. So these are the 3 things. Now
let's get back to the first point that I addressed. You're changing your name, and you're also moving to Nasdaq First North. The name change, First KebNi. It sounds very Nordic to me. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, KebNi is Nordic. It's referring to a mountain chain, as some might know.
Kebnekaise, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted to change our name now because we're starting to do more marketing towards our customers. We need to do more brand building, and we felt that we needed a new name, a name that was unique, signifying strength, Nordic heritage, durability, stamina, but still a simple name that people can remember and pronounce. So it's very important for our marketing efforts towards our customers, but also the First North listing. If you're going to change your name, it seems to be a good time to change it. So yeah, it's signifying we're moving forward, and we have a very clear plan.
Makes sense. Now talk to me about First North. Why First North?
Well, we're going to First North to improve. We think it will improve the opportunities for growth for KebNi going forward. We will be able to address more international investors as well, both nationally and internationally. We think it will increase the interest from the general public from analysts and from institutional investors. And this is really important, and all this together, we believe, create a better platform for creating the shareholder growth and shareholder value that we are looking for.
What about costs related to such a move?
There are costs. It takes, of course, it takes some time and money to do a listing like that, but we have taken them as one-off, as we talked about, so it goes below EBITDA. So there is some cost there, and then of course going forward you pay to be listed, a listed company. This is normal, and we will have that cost, of course. We did have it before also.
Yeah, and the timeline, when do you expect this to be finished?
We, subject to approval from Nasdaq First North, we are expecting that we will be trading on the platform towards the end of August, as it looks right now.
It's pretty soon.
It's very soon, yes, and I want to take the opportunity here to say that we will. Existing shareholders don't have to do anything. It goes automatically, so there's nothing to be worried about.
But they do need to know what ticker it's.
Yeah, they do. And guess what? The new ticker will be KebNi.
Exactly as the name?
Exactly as the name, spelled exactly the same way. So just to make it simple. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about a sad part, the pandemic. We've been talking about it last quarter as well, but this is the first full quarter that has fully suffered through the entire pandemic. How has it affected your company and sales?
Yeah, now, first of all, we are a business-to-business company. We have long sales cycles, etc. So it hasn't really impacted our revenue as such. It has some operational challenges with suppliers that we have worked through. On a sales front, of course, the biggest impact is that we can't travel. I'm used to traveling 50% of the time. Henrik Asbjørn, our Chief Sales Officer, is always used to being on the road all the time. This is, of course, difficult, but we haven't lost contact to our customers. We're still talking to them. We have dialogues whichever way we can. We also recently announced that we've hired sales representatives in India and in North America. This is also looking forward and saying this could happen again. We do need to have people close to the market so we are not slowed down by another event like this.
Of course. And moving forward, where do you see KebNi going?
Well, you can expect to see 4 things specifically I want to highlight. First of all, strategy execution, as said before, diversification and accelerate. We continue along the same line as before, and we've already shown some results from that. Secondly, sales focus. We have initiated a lot more sales activities. We now have 2 new representatives, and we will continue that effort. This is really important for us, obviously. Third, branding and marketing. Like I said, we're changing our name to KebNi. We will launch more campaigns towards our customers. We'll use more social media, videos, 3D animations, whatever we can also in the world that we live in today to improve our impact on customers.
Make yourself accessible, yeah.
Make ourselves accessible, exactly. And then the last thing is we'll continue to build our platform, develop more on the products and technology that we have. It's really important that we keep up with the market all the time.
It's exciting. Carsten, I'll give you this last minute to summarize the quarter for your shareholders.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say record revenue in Q2, the highest we've had so far. 4th quarter in a row of a positive EBITDA. We closed 2 acquisitions that we had planned. We got an agreement with South Dynamics. That's really, really good. We have 2 new sales representatives in North America and India. Excellent. We're changing our name. We are on our way to Nasdaq First North listing, and we continue to have a very strong and clear plan for where we're heading. So I think that's a pretty good achievement in 1 quarter. We know what we're doing, and I hope people see that we understand where we're heading. And to summarize it, I would say, welcome to KebNi.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to follow your journey. We'll have another interview in 3 months or so, but thank you so much for coming here today, Carsten.
Thank you, Martin.